Hi, Internet Church. Just wanted to finish up Romans 5 here. Not studying the whole book of Romans, it's just we started it, and man, it's just so fantastic and what it reveals and how it can, center and align with the gospel and what we're really supposed to believe and not necessarily what every church is teaching. So anyway, Romans 5, 18 through 19, and we'll go all the way to 21 actually and finish out the chapter. Here it is in a nutshell. Just as one person did it wrong and got us in all this trouble with sin and death, another person did it right and got us out of it. That's Jesus. But more than just getting us out of trouble, he got us into life. One man said no to God and put many people in the wrong. One man said yes to God and put many in the right. All that passing laws against sin did was produce more lawbreakers, but sin didn't and doesn't have a chance in competition with the aggressive forgiveness we call grace. When it's sin versus grace, grace wins hands down. All sin can do is threaten us with death, and that's the end of it. Grace, because God is putting everything together again through the Messiah, invites us into life, a life that goes on and on, world without end. And that means eternity, y'all. We don't have to fear death. Grace is not only about, forgiveness of sins, but it's about life, man. We're promised heaven, man. This is a very, I think it was Francis Chan. He did an illustration with a rope. This rope's like a mile long, and he put like one little red, piece of tape on the end of it. And he said, this is life on Earth. This is planet Earth, and then here's eternity. We're in training, and we'll talk more about that. But this is just a little, drop in the bucket of eternity. And once we have that eternal perspective on life, man, it's just a lot more freeing. And again, when it's sin versus grace, grace wins hand down. I'm going to be a bad boy, man. I just know it. And to say otherwise, I'd be a liar. You admit what you need to admit in front of your God. You know what I'm saying? But I know, and I can tell my God right now, I'm going to sin probably 25 times before I go to bed, and it's late. So knowing that, I got to understand, I'm going to do my best. I want to please my Lord. I want to please my Father. I want to please my best friend. I want to do right by him the best I can. And when I fall, I'll get back up and try to be a little bit better Luke, the next time. But man, yeah, all the passing laws against sin was produce more lawbreakers. This was handed down to Moses, who needed priests to absolve the people. The Israelites thought, they boasted to God about how, holy they were and how they could follow everything. So God gave them the commandments. He said, here it is. See what you can do with it. And, it wasn't but probably 15 minutes before somebody broke the first one. And Moses came down with those things, and they had a golden idol and all that crap. You know that story. Anyway, man, it's awesome. Grace is where it's at, guys. Peace.